Yes, it is. Hello and welcome to episode 47 of the Tash Talks live show. Hope you are fabulous. Happy freaking Friday and happy first of the month. This is the best month of the year. May I just say that? Why? Because it's my birthday month. Oh, yeah. Hey, Louise. How are you doing, my darling? Yes, I'm very excited. So something new, something hot off the press is dropping this month to celebrate my birthday, of course. So definitely keep an eye out on the Instagram and the TikToks because that is where I'm going to be releasing it. And I'm very excited for this. I think it's very, very overdue and it's very much needed. So I'm very excited for that. Of course, we are on episode 47. A new episode of the Tash Talks podcast, which is episode 33, has just dropped today. And it's all about the 5 signs that you need or maybe have in your life right now that are showing you that you need the subconscious work. I done a post actually the other day about, what was it, live? Can't remember, where I said it's not a strategy problem, because if it was, you would be at the 5-figure, the multi-5-figure months. Like you'd be at there. If you thought it was a strategy problem, you'd already be there. When we're that convinced that what we are doing is actually what's going to get us there, and we're not there, then there's something else that's the problem. Okay. And I've had so many people reach out to me in the last 2 weeks, actually, that really resonate with the fact of I've invested tons of money into strategy, or they are business coaches themselves, or they've touched upon kind of the subconscious work, more kind of mindset work, and have got good results in their business, but they're looking to unlock that next level of success. And this is where the subconscious work comes in. It's that song, I think it's by Whitney Houston, Living Proof. That's how I feel that I am about the subconscious work. I truly believe in limitless possibilities. Like you can be, have, and create anything you want to do. And the one thing that's the common denominator for everybody that's successful is that they do this work, the subconscious work. It's the working on yourself, because it isn't how many times you post. It isn't how many emails you send. It isn't how many times you sell your offer. It isn't how many followers you've got that are going to get you to that level of success. It isn't. And as soon as you can start realizing and facing up to that, that actually, because I know you work hard, I know you show up every day. Of course, there's things that we can tweak and there's strategies that we could be like, okay, let's pivot this and move this and change up your messaging and those types of things. But I know you're showing up to do the work and you are not getting the results that you desire, that you deserve as well. May I just put that out there? And that's because hard work doesn't equal the 5-figure, multi-5-figure months. It doesn't. And listen, I really want to make sure I explain this correctly, because what I'm not saying is that you can lie on a beach, not do any work, and then just expect to be a multi-millionaire. Like I'm not the coach for you. I don't know how to like that. I don't know how to teach that. That's not I just don't know. I'm not the right person for that. Go and find somebody else that has. And interestingly, there's someone I follow, and she's called the Lazy Millionaire or Lazy Billionaire, can't remember. And she was talking about it, and someone saying, why do you call yourself lazy when you haven't been lazy? She shows like her day of like going to the beach, and she's, drinking smoothies and like going to Chanel to shop. And she done like a live or an Insta story, and she was talking about it, and she's like, that's kind of like my tagline, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to promote the hustle, and I want to create controversial. I want to be controversial. So I want to be like, yeah, lazy millionaire, you do get to do these types of things and make money. But, and it's a massive but, and it's what people are missing the edge when they're seeing her and watching her. They're honestly thinking that you can just lay on a beach and make tons of money. Like, no, you've got to do the work. She does the work on herself. She's done the work, and she's put the work in to grow her Instagram following, her TikTok following, her YouTube following. She's done the work to get there, but most importantly, she's done the work on herself. So she knows, and she has built the most beautiful, trusting relationship with money. So of course, money flows to her like your best friend running to drinks with you, like your husband running home and going, come on, let's go on a date night tonight. Like money flows to her like that. And as soon as you learn that the equation isn't hard work equals tons of money, because you're already doing that. I know I've done that. I know I've worked so freaking hard and not made the money that I do now. Do I work? Yeah, but I work smart. I'm efficient with the way I work. I work 3 days a week. The rest of the times I'm spending it with my son. So it isn't about me hustling all hours. I don't not sleep because of it. I don't eat dust. I don't skip girls' nights and date nights because I'm so busy wanting to like hustle, make money. No, what I do is work on myself. And I also want to caveat this by saying, when I say that, I don't mean that and just taking the day to watch Netflix, meditate, and then just hope that the universe will deliver me 20K, 30K launches. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is this. When we learn to rewire our subconscious mind, the way we are thinking, the way we are feeling, what is happening externally changes. So when you are dealt with a situation like your reel not going viral, like that dreamy potential client that was going to sign up for you that then doesn't sign up, or a client's payment defaults, where business, these things happen, or a team member lets you down, or you have to let go of a team member, like all of these things happen, or you don't hit your money goal, or you thought this is how the launch was going to go and it didn't. All of these things happen in business. So please don't think that anyone is above these things happening. Everybody does, no matter how much money you make. That's not what this is about. What you want to do is you want to learn how to rewire this, how to build resilience, the energy, tenacity, how to have that resilience, the bounce back. So when then something happens, it doesn't trigger you. It doesn't trigger you into like a downward spiral. It triggers you to have that opportunity to go, oh, there's some work that needs to be done here, because there's always going to be work. Okay. It doesn't matter how much money you make. There is always going to be beliefs that come up for you. I'll give you an example. I had somebody join Conscious Coach that was like making £1,000 in her business, and she really wanted to grow that. And she felt not deserving and worthy of being able to call in that money and have that relationship. She had this limiting belief that she wouldn't be able to make it to 10K months. That was hers. I had someone also go through Conscious Coach that was multi six figures, and she didn't feel safe holding the money. So can you see, the money isn't the problem, because here she felt the problem was she didn't have the money. Here she had the money and she still had the limiting beliefs. So please don't think that these limiting beliefs will go away when you make your next level, when you fill out your launch, when you sign X amount of clients, when you finally sign that high caliber client that's go-getting, ambitious, tenacious, and ready to do the work. No, you've got to deal with your shit. Gabby Bernstein says this: clean up your side of the road. We can't change what's going to happen in business. I can't change if my reel doesn't go viral. I can't change if my systems seem to go down. I can't change those things. What I can change is how I react to it. And that is everything. Having that reaction where I'm not triggered and I don't make that mean something. Like when you're logging onto your online banking account, are you being triggered? Are you thinking, damn, thought there was going to be more? Damn, February, I didn't hit the goal that I wanted to. I'm making it mean this. Damn. I brought in 20K and like there's 3K back in the bank account. Like, where's all my cash going? Right? Whatever it may be, whatever your meaning is attached to that, we need to work on that, because it isn't the number. The numbers go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's money, it's energy, it's cash. Like, that's the way it goes. We invest, we bring in money, we then reinvest, we then circulate it, we then put it here, we save, we put it in the stocks, we invest into a coach, we get into a program, the mastermind. Like, that's money. That's how I believe money is. Money isn't this, I must hold on to it because I've just made £20,000. I've got to hold on to it. Just had my first 10K month. Oh my God. No, like, you've got to see it as its energy. It's all moving around totally. And it's when you heal your relationship with money is when you're able to clear things. It's when you're able to shift up and make decisions as a CEO, not in the situation that you're in right now, not in the, okay, right, I'm at the 5-figure consistent months and I want to get to 10K. No. Make the decisions as the 10K. Make the decision as if you're already at 10K. How is she showing up? How is she feeling? How is she thinking? How is her energy? What circles is she in? What's she consuming? Is she creating, or is she too busy consuming? No, she's creating, girl. She's creating. She's not spending hours looking at other people's social media going, this is for inspo. She's sitting in her own zone. She's done her subconscious work. She's now sitting down. When she's in work mode. And so many people get triggered by self-sabotage, self-comparison. They don't trust themselves. They don't have the self-belief in themselves. And this is all the work that we have to do. We've got to be able to believe in ourselves. We've got to be able to trust ourselves when we make the decisions, when we decide where the direction we're going in our business, when we say our price, when we want to increase our price, when we want to attract in that high caliber clients. Are you being that person that you want to attract in? I attract in high caliber clients that are go-getting, ambitious women. They're not sitting in a pity party. They're ready to go and freaking take an action. So guess what? This is what your girl does. I set the tone. I'm the leader. I take the lead and show what's possible when you actually go. I don't tell you guys to do it and then I go, yeah, I'm just going to sit in my little safety space right now and not invest and not get with that coach and not be around other women that are absolutely slaying it, just in case I might get triggered. I remember doing the group program. And this was back in 2022, and it was 15 grand. And I remember being surrounded with other women that were absolutely slaying it. And I felt triggered AF. I was like, I'm a failure. Like, oh my God, like I'm in this program and these people are hitting these milestones, like it's nothing, and da da da. And instead, you've got two options when you're in that. You either stand up and you rise and you understand that everyone's on a different journey and everyone's on a different trajectory, and that's okay. But it was because I needed to do the inner work. I would never have been triggered. Now I don't get triggered by those things. If I see other people in my mastermind and they are like thriving, I'm like, boom, they are thriving. They're showing me, they're paving the way. That's why I hire my coach to work with somebody that is paving the freaking way. That is what the energy I want to be in. That's the energy I bring to my clients. So you want to think about when you're showing up as the CEO, are you really practicing what you preach? Whatever it is that you sell, are you actually being an embodiment of that transformation that you sell to other people? Are you really, truly, and utterly doing it? And when we say, are you doing the work? Good morning. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Louise. Are you really embodying what it is that you sell? Do you truly believe in it? Do you truly believe in yourself? Do you back yourself? Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your word? When you say you're going to do something, do you do it? And that's one thing that I absolutely pride myself on. If I say I'm going to do something, I will absolutely do it. Even if it's the small thing from going downstairs to making a cup of tea. If I say I'm going to meet someone, I'm going to do it. If I say I'm going to come to someone's award ceremony, I'm there. Whether I'm tired or not, I'm going. That's my word. If I say I'm going to work out, it's my word. I keep it. So guess what? I'm constantly reaffirming and reconditioning and rewiring my mind for success. Because guess what? When Tash says she's going to do something, she does it. So when I set myself a goal and it might be a stretch and people are like, whoa. And I'm like, my mind's going, she'll do it. Because when she says she's going to do it, she keeps her word to herself. Do you keep your word to yourself? Do you, when you say you're going to do something, do you actually do it? Or do you go, tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to go live, but you know what, I'm a bit tired and the lighting's not great. I don't really like my hair today. And I broke a nail. And yes, I'm just not going to go. No, we show up and we do it anyway, because that's what CEO Badass does. Somebody that trusts herself, trusts her word, trusts her investments, trusts her decisions, trusts the actions she takes, trusts where she wants to take her business, trust that clients will come, trust money trusts her. Like it's this whole huge thing than just doing some mindset work. And I always like to call the subconscious work is like mindset on freaking steroids, on drugs, like the highest, speediest. And that's what I teach, rapid resolution therapy. It's rapid for a reason. My clients will come onto a call and they will be, let's say, really consumed with the emotional fear. They're so scared about something. They're so scared that they're not going to hit their money goal. This was a client that came on Wednesday that had, she was so scared she wasn't going to hit her money goal that it was literally up consuming her, like paralyzing her to not want to take actions because she was so scared. So instead of them mapping out her strategy launch, we worked on shifting that. She went from a 10 out of 10. Like she said, Tash, can I even make it 11 out of 10? I was like, hell yeah. She's like, clear, gone. Like, what? I can't believe that fear's gone. I can't access it anymore. I'm trying to think of the limiting belief and it's gone. Guess what? She then went on and we mapped out the most incredible launch. And she's gone from feeling the fear and the dread and the what ifs, consumed in the freaking what ifs, to I am so freaking excited. And the what ifs are flipped. It's not if, what if this doesn't work? What if I don't make the money? What if I don't sign the clients? What if? But it's what if I like double my goal? What if that rule actually just like takes, like it's gone to those what ifs? We give our power away so much to the what ifs it doesn't work out. What if I'm not good enough? What if my client doesn't get the results? What if I don't make 20K? Like we give so much power and energy to that when, girl, that's not where you want to be. So why are you giving it so much freaking energy when where you actually want to be is over here? Your goal, dreams, aspirations are here. Hitting the 10K months like it's who you are. And I say this so much to my clients, right? However much money I made in February doesn't make me a badass. Doesn't. Like I don't like I know offhand roughly what I've made from like the launch, but like I'll look at my numbers now, probably Monday. My team will download the numbers, blah, blah, blah. So I'll probably look Monday. But that to me, it's the byproduct of the work I've done on myself. Okay. I do my subconscious work every single day. If something's coming up, I'm clearing it. I shared this in a reel the other day where I was saying, I felt so overwhelmed. Was it Monday? Or was it last Friday? Can't remember. I think it was Monday. I felt so overwhelmed, like consumed with overwhelm, that my to-do list probably had about 40 hours worth of work on it. That's how it felt. Okay. It might not have been, but that's how it felt. It felt really heavy, girls. I felt so heavy. I was like, wow. I've got a lot to do in a very short amount of time. I've got 8 hours till I pick my son up from nursery or preschool. He always corrects me. If I say nursery, it's like, Mummy, it's preschool. Sorry, Santiago, when did you become that big that you're now telling Mummy you're going to preschool, not nursery? You're my baby, remember that. And you're always my baby, even when you're 40. So, sidetracked. Yes, so I had 8 hours to do it. Now, I could have tried to hustle my way through and be like, right, come on, Tash, power through. Yeah, okay, tick that off. Right, okay, let's record a reel. What can I talk of? Record it, okay. Oh my God, I've got a call. Right, okay. Hello? Yeah, you could hustle through that. Guess what? It would be shit content. Do you think I'm going to sign a client in that energy? Do you think I'm going to be able to provide the best service for my clients in that energy? Do you think the content's going to be on fire? It's going to land with you? Absolutely not. It's going to be a shit dog of a day. I'm going to feel crap. My content's going to be crap. It's going to have a knock-on crapness to anyone that comes involved in me. Even if the postman was to come, he's going to have a crap experience at Casa Clark, isn't he? So instead, I stopped and I'd done my subconscious work. I tapped into the private podcast that you get for Conscious Coach, Get In, Cleared and Shift. The girls that went through in round 1, we started this last year, are still messaging me to this day going, thank God you've done a podcast. Because it's so easy, Tash, when I'm feeling a little bit I'm overwhelmed, or I have fears coming up, or I've got a trigger about money, or I didn't hit my goal, I go straight into that podcast and feel cleared. So does your girl. She gets straight in there, clears it. As soon as I cleared, I was like this. I felt like a balloon. I felt like I floated up like a balloon. I created the most incredible content. My clients absolutely thrived for the day. I signed 2 clients. Like, of course I did, because it's the byproduct of the work I do on myself. So know this, do the work on yourself. This will be the best investment ever. Your best return on investment is working on yourself, 1,000,000%. So all the work that you do compounds. So even like one of my clients actually sent, I think I posted it on Insta stories the other day, and we'd finished working together. So it must have been about 3 weeks after we'd finished working together. And she's like, it has all clicked. Bam, bang, bang. She was like, signed a client, signed another client, just done the most amazing membership live, just done this, just put out on my Instagram a power hours, boom, sold out, like boom, 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 boom. It all clicked into place for her. And this is what I like to call the compound effect. If you're 1% better every single day, then the byproduct is the consistent clients, is the consistent high cash months. It's the sold out launches. It's, you building a community. Like, I don't give a shit about going viral. Like, that isn't what's going to make you money. I've gone viral tons of times, and that hasn't what's equated the money. Okay. Yeah, it gets you reach, but does it get you the right reach? I have gone viral and it's got me the most amazing reach. So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is my success isn't on how viral I got. Like, I only have 15,000 people on followers on Instagram. My TikTok literally just started. It's in the baby foundational stages. I think I've got 200 followers. But it's not about the numbers. It's about the quality of people. Am I calling in my dreamy ideal clients? That's what I care about. Am I getting them amazing results? Am I actually an embodiment of what I teach? That's what I care about. And that's what you should too. So you doing this work on yourself, leaning in and healing your trauma of being a child. Like, when I first heard about this, I was like, I don't have that trauma. I always thought trauma was like trauma, And I was like, oh no, I don't have that trauma. But we all have trauma. And when something has been embedded into us from the ages of 0 to 7, we are sponges. We're taking all of this in. And what happens, our beliefs around money, our beliefs around success, our beliefs around ourselves all come from that young age, from our caregivers, from education, from nowadays social media, from the news, the government. All of these outlets all then form our belief systems. And if that belief system isn't helping you thrive, then it's helping you survive, which is what it's built to do. We need to change that. We need to rewire you for success, because our brain is wired to keep you alive. That is all its job is to do. And it does a great job at it. Like, let's not think subconsciously, our heart is ticking right now. It's pumping blood around. Our lungs are going. Our digestive system is happening. I'm not even thinking about if I've got to blink or breathe. Like, all of this is happening. And how incredible is that? So it's doing its job, but it's its only job is to keep us alive. So anything that feels safe, you putting out that program that you feel, no, I'm not sure, feels unsafe. So the subconscious mind's going to do anything to keep you safe, keep you back. That 10K goal that you've got, or you didn't hit it last month, oh no, that feels really unsafe, because anytime you think about money, you start to have anxious thoughts. Your palms start to get a bit sweaty. You start to feel a bit like, oh, am I good enough? I'm not going to let you do that. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to go, I'm going to do anything to repel that money. That's not what you want. You want the money. You want the success. You want the sold out launches. So we have to do the work to rewire our subconscious mind. And we don't have to make fear, these emotions, bad. Like there's no such thing as a good or bad emotion, a good or bad thought. You have thoughts, you are not your thoughts. You have emotions, you are not your emotions. So it's time to take back your freaking power. Now, I got tons of individual questions about Conscious Coach, which the cart closed today. Today, that's it. And I don't know when it will open again. So this is your chance to jump in. So a few questions. And I know you wanted to answer. So, does it matter what stage of business you are in to join Conscious Coach? Is it best for starting your business or scaling? It doesn't matter. Like I mentioned about a client first coming and she was just like in the early stages of her business, which I said to her, wow, I'm so proud of you. I wish this was available when I first started my business. I was so consumed and conditioned with strategy was the answer. Yeah, it wasn't. And then I've also had clients that have already hitting those cash months, but they don't feel safe with it. They want to do that the work on themselves to unlock themselves, right? So even my coach wants to do that subconscious work on herself, even though she's nearly at 7 figures. She wants to do that work to unlock that so it can all feel so much more easy and flow. We all need to work on our self-trust, our self-love, our self-belief. We all need to work on healing that inner child so we can step into and activate the higher self. We all need to do that work. Doesn't matter how much money you make or what stage of business you're at. How long is it? It is 3 months. Does it include one-on-one private coaching with you? Yes, if you pay in full. So the bonus when you pay in full, you get 1 free call. And also if you do the VIP upgrade, which is you get 3 months inside Conscious Coach, but you also get 3 months one-on-one. This is incredible if you also want to work on strategy. So many of the girls that have come in, I would say 1, 2, 4 of the girls are VIP because they want to work on the strategy alongside of the subconscious work, which is like potent AF. What does RRT stand for? Rapid Resolutional Therapy. This is different to RTT. That is Marissa Peer. This is not what this is. When does it start? Today. We have our first call at 11 a.m. Now, if you're like, oh, but Tash, I can't make that. It doesn't matter. You can get all the replays. You can literally DM me your question. I can literally answer it for you on the first call. And how I've worked it is this. 1 week you get the content, the following week we have a call. Because then I can answer all your questions that are coming up. There might be some things that you want to work through. You're like, wow, I just done that activation, or I just done the exercise or the workbook for inner child, and this has come up for me and I want to help clear, shift it. I'm like, bring it, right? Is there a payment plan? Yes, there is for both packages, for the standard package and for the VIP package. When are the calls? They are bi-weekly calls kicking off today. So they will be every 2 weeks. That's how it works out. Content drops second week, then we have our call, and it's Fridays at 11 a.m. UK time. Again, like the content itself, you read the sales page, you'll understand. The content itself, the activations in the podcast is enough for you to create the most incredible results. Like some of the girls that haven't been able to join the program, but they haven't been able to jump on the calls, have got the most incredible results. The calls are just like added bonuses that you want. And I can always answer your questions once you send them into the group. We have our private Slack group, which is so good. You can put them in there and then I can answer them as if you're on the call anywhere. Do I have to be a coach to join? Great question. No, you don't. But I do seem to attract coaches, consultants, online service providers, social media experts, those types of people. As long as you've got an online service-based business, like this is perfect for you. And that's just because this work will work for anybody. It doesn't matter even if you're selling products. But if you, for example, you were doing the VIP option and wanted the strategy, I don't help you if you've got products. I only help you. That's my forte. It's my zone of genius. Is there any strategy in this program? Absolutely not. There is no strategy, zero strategy. I want to prove the point about we need to just work on your subconscious mind, and the strategy then comes after or takes care of itself. So many of the girls come in and they're doing strategy and it just doesn't seem to have clicked. And then they do the subconscious work and they're like, I'm doing the same strategy, Tash. Yeah, I'm signing more clients. I'm making more money. I'm feeling so freaking lit. I feel untriggerable. Like I looked at this particular person's Insta story that would normally trigger me and I don't feel triggered. I'm like, boom. Another client, oh my God, I actually looked at my online banking account and the number was the same as it was last week, but I feel so differently about it. It doesn't seem to trigger me. I'm like, this is the power of the subconscious mind. Should I do the strategy first, then do Conscious Coach? No. If I would honestly say, do this first, and then you can either blend the strategy that you've already got, then Maybe you've bought an online course of how to go viral using Reels on Instagram. Do this work first, then implement that for sure. And just to kind of give you a little taste of that, some of the girls say this: there's been no other program like it. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. One of the girls called it phenomenal, life-changing. I didn't realize how transformational this was going to be for me and my business. Don't walk, think, just run and join. And one of the girls, I love her. She's just bagged her own radio show. She's just amazing. And she's an incredible blogger. She an incredible writer. Like, she's just amazing. She said to me, listen, I don't give out like shout outs to just anybody. Like, you've got to kind of work it. And she said, you have been worth every single penny of the investment. I would have paid you double. Like, it's been an incredible experience. And that's what I want it to feel like. This is an experience. You're going to spend the next 3 months experiencing and kind of like developing yourself all over again. You're going to fall in love with yourself at a much deeper level. You're going to understand yourself at a much deeper level. And I always say this, that business is the biggest self-development journey you will ever go on. Like, you won't get it unless you're in business. Like, my husband's gone on a huge self-development journey because he's married to me. I mean, he doesn't really have much of a choice. But I would say anybody that's doing like a normal kind of 9-to-5 job doesn't go on their self-development journey that we do as entrepreneurs. And it's challenging. It's tough. Like, sometimes I used to feel like I was being dumped every single day being an entrepreneur. Like, you have to deal with tons of rejection. You've got to deal with somebody ghosting you or somebody saying no. You've got to deal with the frustration of a client comes in and then maybe they don't get the results that you really wanted them to get, or someone you potentially was going to work with and then they say no, not right now because of whatever, and then you're left in like, you know, it's a journey, especially being online and like so many people get to see your successes and your not so successes. And I think it's really important that we talk about the things that aren't going so well and that are really tricky and challenging. And this is all about the personal power of actually working on your resilience, so you don't feel like you're being dumped every single day or rejected or being told you're like fat and ugly. And because it used to feel the same feelings of expressing of that. And that was my journey, my work on you know, we're going to stage school when you're getting told every single day that you're fat and you're not good enough. And it was that constantly battle with your mental health to have to deal with it. And then kind of starting your own business and dealing with clients saying no, especially at the start when I had 15 no's, one after another before I finally had a yes. And you have to deal with that, things not going your way, you're not hitting your money goal. Like, these are all realities of running your business. You know, a team member might let you down, default on payments, cash flow problems, like all of these things that can be real things. What we want to work on is you, so that you can deal with this. You can stand in your power no matter what is going on. And this is why I wish I had learned this, because I've said this again and again and again, and I'll keep saying it. What happened to me in 2022, I couldn't have changed. With all the personal stuff and the news and all of the things that happened, I couldn't have changed. But if I knew what I know now about how I've retrained my subconscious mind, I wouldn't have had the year that I did. Even though I couldn't change the external stuff that happened and was happening to me, I wouldn't have been in fight or flight. I wouldn't have been in survival mode, dealing with all the bad news. I wouldn't have been like that. And that's why I'm like, this work is so freaking important for us all. For us all. I can't wait to get started to go, yes, Catherine, me too. It's going to be quick. So what I will do, girls, is I will leave the link for you for some information, for you to just freaking jump in, sign up. And also, if you have any questions, then just send me a DM and we can have a quick chat. If you're like, oh, I'm just not sure if this is for me, or if you've got a question about whatever, then just send me a DM. We start today. It's not too late for you to come on in. I love you. Have the most epic freaking day. And don't forget that you are a freaking badass. Let's freaking go.